Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. If today no good, tomorrow go better. Cause life is beautiful. I'm a low, I'm a bimo, I'm a collie, I'm a shayo mayo. We go better in any kind of weather. I'm a jelly.
Hello guys, this is Olayeni Dieko Daniels, popularly known as Dieko Spectre, and this is another episode of Dieko Talks Law. And on today's episode of Dieko Talks Law, I'll be talking about legal method, and then the topic for today would be Han Kelson's theory of positive law. Han Kelson's theory of positive law. That is basically the pure theory of law. That's what we'll be discussing about today. And then note that this video will be divided into two parts. The first part, which is this, and then the second part, which will be released subsequently. So now, if this is the first time of coming to my channel, I want to say a very big welcome.
You're living large, I get and hustle from my ghetto. Never forget where I come from, not from ghetto. No. I just want to say thank you, Dieko.
Thank you very much. Now please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and also you click the notification bell so that anytime I release a video, you are going to be one of the first people to watch that video. Now moving into what we have today, do not forget that I already released a particular video on the positive theory of law, which is the John Austin's theory of law. Although I released only the part 1, the part 2 is yet to be out. This one is on Han Kelson's theory of law. Now when you're talking about the John Austin's theory of law, he said law is law regardless of its morality. You understand? And that is exactly what positive law is about. Now when we are talking about Han Kelson's theory of law, Han Kelson. Now note that Han Kelson was a professor of law, was a jurist. At a certain time in Australia, he was the justice of the Supreme Court of Australia. So you know that he's a very big man. Han Kelson basically said two things. There are two things that you must take out of this video that you must always have at the back of your mind. Number one is that laws are norms. Do you understand? Law is equals to norm. Do you understand? That's the first thing you need to know. Law is equals to norm. Now, how do we explain the fact that law is equals to norm? According to Han Kelson, he said that a legal system, just like the Nigerian legal system, you have laws, quite alright, which is equals to norm. Then there are hierarchy of norms. Do you understand? So you have inferior norm and then you have superior norm. Do you understand? So now, let us say this is norm 1, then norm 2, then norm 3, then norm 4. Do you understand? Now, this norm is inferior to this norm, and this norm is inferior to this norm, this norm is inferior to this norm, which means this one is superior to this, which is superior to this, which is superior to this. Do you understand? So now when you're talking about the Han Kelson's theory of norm, we have laws. However, any law that you see that has been made in a particular legal system got its power, its authority from another norm, which is superior to it. So now let me give you a classic example of this COVID-19 era. Do you understand? Now you know that Buhari came out and said that we should not go out and we should not move outside Lagos. You know, there was restriction of movement. That is a particular law made by Buhari. That's restrictions of movement. Do you understand? Now this law did not just originate from Buhari. Buhari was able to make that particular law, getting his authority from another law. So the authority for giving restrictions was gotten from the Quarantine Act. Do you understand? Now, you know that Buhari gave restrictions, and I said that Buhari's restrictions did not just stand on its own. Buhari did not just wake up one morning and say, yes, that particular statement that he made is gotten from another act entirely, which is the Quarantine Act. Now, who made the Quarantine Act? The National Assembly. Now, who made the National Assembly? The Constitution. Do you understand? So now, according to Hans Kelsen, when you have gotten to the most superior law, that most superior law is known as the ground norm. Do you understand? The most superior law, which has the final authority, which is the most supreme on the land, that law would be regarded as the ground norm. So now, the Constitution made the National Assembly. And then the Constitution empowered the National Assembly to make laws regarding quarantine. And then the National Assembly now made a law known as the Quarantine Act, which is what Buhari acted on by giving orders of restriction. Do you understand? So for every law which is a norm, there is a superior law. Do you understand? And it got its power, it got its authority from that particular superior law. So here, Buhari's restriction got its authority from the Quarantine Act. The Quarantine Act got its authority from the National Assembly. The National Assembly got its authority to make law from the Constitution, which then becomes the ground norm, because according to Section 1, from Section 1 to 3, the Constitution is supreme, and then no other law can battle the authority of the Constitution. Do you understand? The Constitution is supreme and is binding on everybody. Therefore, the Constitution becomes the ground norm in the society, and then it is from this Constitution that every other law, gets its authority. Now, to make you understand this thing better, for those who still haven't gotten it at this point, okay, now let me use food. I don't know what your favorite food is. If your favorite food is pizza or something like that, that is not food. Because I know some people say their favorite food is pizza or burger. But now, my own favorite food is very traditional, African, semo and egusi. Now, for some people, their favorite food is eba. Do you understand? Those people are very weird. Their favorite food is eba. I don't know who likes eba to that extent. But now, let us take eba for instance. Now, when you make eba and eba is in front of you now, eba did not just jump into your plate. Eba came from a process. Do you understand? So now, before we got eba, we had gari. Do you understand? Now, before we got gari, we had cassava. Do you understand? Before we got cassava, we have the cassava plant, which is here. Do you understand? Now, the cassava plant is the ground norm of eba. Why? Because it is from this cassava plant that every single thing that became eba came from. And therefore, its authority, its ultimate authority is from the cassava. That is the same way the president's ultimate authority is from the Constitution. Do you understand? You see that when you are talking about eba, after eba, we have the gari. If not for gari, you will not have eba. If not for cassava, you will not have gari. And then if not for the cassava plant, you will not have the cassava. Therefore, if not for the Constitution, you will not have the National Assembly. If not for the National Assembly, you will not have the Quarantine Act. If not for the Quarantine Act, you will never have what the president gave as restrictions. Do you understand? That exactly is how the ground norm and then the norms in a society work, and how it is even applicable in Nigeria today. So the question people usually ask is, when we look at systems of government like the military rule and the democratic rule, what can we then say is the ground norm? Now let us go to the military rule. Now in the military rule, one of the first things that military leaders usually do when they come into power is that they suspend some part of the Constitution, and they suspend it by using the Constitution Suspension and Modification Decree. Do you understand? Now, the question is that Constitution Suspension and Modification Decree the ground norm, or is it the AFRC? Now, the AFRC is the Armed Forces Ruling Council, which is a group of top officials in the military that head the country, and they are the ones that issue decrees. So, are we going to say those group of people will be regarded as the ground norm, or are we going to say that Constitution Suspension and Modification Decree will be regarded as the ground norm? Now, if you look at the case of the military government of Ondo State versus ADEWUNMI, the court held that the Constitution is the ground norm. That is the Suspension and Modification Decree. That decree is the ground norm and not the AFRC. You have to understand that the ground norm is a law, because law is norm. Do you understand? So you have to look at, when you are looking at the hierarchy of norms, which one is that without that particular law, every other law is irrelevant, every other law is useless. That particular law then becomes the ground norm. Do you understand? Now, if you come to democratic system, do you understand? People usually ask, is it the people? Because if you look at the Constitution, section 14 of the Constitution, it says sovereignty lies in the people. Therefore, the people are the ones with the power. So if you look at the Constitution, is it the people that would have the power or the Constitution? Do you understand? And I already told you earlier that the ground norm is a law, and therefore the Constitution is the one with the power and not the people. Don't get me wrong, the people also have the power. In short, they have the power far and above the Constitution. That is why if you read the preamble of the Constitution says, we the people. Do you understand? So therefore, the people are given the Constitution their power, and then the Constitution then rightly becomes the ground norm in a particular society, out of which every other norm derives its authority. And that rule was stated in the case of AG BENDEL versus AG Federation. AG BENDEL versus AG Federation. Do you understand? Now, there's going to be a video showing on the board right now. I want you guys to see what exactly I'm talking about. Although it's a little bit funny, you are going to see guys climbing after guys, climbing after guys, climbing after guys, and all that. So you are going to see that if anything should happen to those guys that are down there, once anything happens from up down, it begins to crumble, and then you see the whole pallbearers carrying the coffin and all that. It's just so funny. But I hope you totally understand what I am saying. So if anything should happen to the ground norm, all the laws shatters. Do you understand? And I've explained ground norm under the military system and ground norm under the democratic system. Now, that's what I told you. The first thing that you need to know is that law is norm. Now, the second thing that you need to know as regards the positive law, that's the pure theory of law, is that the pure theory of law does not take into consideration anything that has to do with morality, whether or not the law is religious, the history of the people, the sociology of the people, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't take any of those things into consideration at all. Law is law. So far you can get its superior authority from a particular law that is the most supreme from a land. This restriction here becomes a binding restriction, since we can both trace the authority from the president to the Constitution. So here, we are not looking at the morality or this or that. And one of the reasons we can't look at the morality is because morality is subjective. What is right and wrong is subjective. For example, let me take adultery. Adultery is not a crime in southern Nigeria, but you cannot practice adultery in northern Nigeria because they see it as a taboo. Some of the people in southern Nigeria see it as a show of manhood and all that. So when you are talking about adultery, it is subjective. For some people, it is morally wrong. For some people, they don't even care, which is southern Nigeria. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So morality is subjective. However, you see that law that criminalizes adultery in the northern Nigeria, you must be able to trace that law to the Constitution. The moment you can trace the law to the Constitution, then the law would have a binding authority on the people in northern Nigeria. Do you understand? So according to Han Kelson, here we are not looking at the morality. We are not looking at whether or not it is just sensible or whatever. We are just asking ourselves the question, can we trace it to the most important law, which is the ground norm, which is supreme and has the final say in a particular country? Once you can trace this law that is in dispute, that is in question, to that ground norm, then the law is valid and binding. Do you understand? So this is where I'm going to be stopping for today's topic on positive law. I am going to be making part 2 of this video, and then the part 2 is going to discuss the cases you know, in relation to this particular topic. And also I'll be releasing the part 2 of John Austin's Uncommanded Commander very soon. So please make sure that you subscribe and click the bell button so that you're going to see my videos when they come out, and also make sure that you like this video if you found it very interesting and explanatory. So yes, I'll see you guys next time.
Call her sexy baby. I do marathon. She's dancing with another man. Yeah, yeah.